Galactivation. It's time to get galactivated on the beach. We're going to relax, we're going to stretch, we're going to breathe, we're going to receive, we're going to tune into all these cosmic forces that are flowing around so abundantly. I got my Mr. Microphone today, so give me a thumbs up if it sounds good on the live stream, YouTube Live and TikTok Live, and on the replay. Thank you so much for being with us today. Chris Star Galactica, your fairy god sis, St. Joe Narcata, and our little princess Charlie. Thanks for joining us online, and thanks for joining us in person. Streaming live from beautiful Long Beach, California. Let's find that straight head, neck, and spine, and take the next hour or so of our busy lives and sit down on the earth if you're able to. Ground into your breath, your body. Quiet your mind. Calm that intelligence, that intellect. Find your consciousness, your super conscious self. Step into our yoga. And as we settle in, I'd like to share what's going on galactically. We are transforming today in our emotional body, our water body, our second sacral chakra. Today we are awakening the serpent, that upward flowing Kundalini Shakti energy that's always there, always been there, always will be here. Today we're tapping into this and allowing it to be a new thing, birthing in the world around us. An energetic spiritual presence that is serpentine and feminine and earth-sized. The force that causes the life to grow and the trees to grow. Breathe that in, super friends, and let's inhale our arms up to the sky. Gather our intention. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be wealthy. May we be wise. May we breathe deeply. May we sing sweetly. May our spirit grow supersized. Super friends, Galactivate! And bring our hands down to our hearts and bow our heads to our hearts here. And we're going to play with that powerful breath cycle of inhaling for 4. Let's bring one hand to our belly and inflate that belly. Bring the other hand to our heart. At the top of that inhale, let's engage our root, Mula Bandha, engage the belly, engage the neck, pull them in, the Mahabandhas, and then bring our drishti, our gaze, in and up to that third eye, Ajna Chakra, and then visualize the sound, the frequency of Om, the 3, left, right, and center resonating with sound. And we're going to exhale with an Om. Breathing in, inflate the belly, engage the root, the belly, the throat, the third eye. Exhale, soften with sound. Release with an Om. Om. At the count of 6 to 8, inhale 4, hold, suspend the breath for 4, and exhale for 6 or 8 counts. And we're going to play with this throughout our whole journey today, super friends. Really pulling this prana in through our nose, into our brain, through that brain stem, tip of our spine, and then up the center to that third eye, and then out, effulgently emanating all around us. So let's shift the crossing of our legs and just play with this cycle again. So bring the other hand on your belly, the other one on our heart. Find that straight spine, roll the shoulders up, back, down, and we'll just take a few rounds of the breath like this. Inhale for 4. Tongue to the roof of our mouths, pull in and up, squeeze the root, pull everything up to your third eye, that pineal pituitary gland. Connection. Exhale. One more round like this. Walking our hands forward. Let's release our neck. Keep playing with this breath pattern. And inhaling, walking our hands up. Drinking my black pearl tea today. It's got chia seeds and warm water. Very delicious. Black pearl tea. So coming on up, bring those soles together for our butterfly. And wrap those hands around our ankles. Breathe into our spine. Inflate that belly. So Prana Shakti is a Sanskrit term that describes the way that life force flows like a serpent of well-being, filling us up like a feminine essence inside of us. So I invite you, as you breathe in here, sitting up nice and tall, to imagine that golden life force is pouring into our belly today. And as we exhale, it's just oozing out of us like a frequency of light, golden light. And it's connecting us, the space within us, to the space around us. And I would like to point out that we do have an interstellar object that has entered our solar system and the space around us. So rolling our neck around in our butterfly, slightly hinging forward, still breathing. The third interstellar object that scientists have uncovered or discovered in our recorded history, 3I Atlas, is in our solar system right now, and every day is giving us little gifts from its melting comet's tail. And as we are outside here, let's walk our hands forward in our butterfly and breathe. Just imagine whatever this interstellar object has that it's carrying with it in its comet's tail, that's melting with our sun. Warmth, just imagine that there's gifts that are coming to us today, new thought currents perhaps, new life force streams, new strands of prana. Bless our genetic code today. Imagine little genomes being tickled and turning on today, perhaps, by these interstellar quantum particles in the space around us that we're breathing in. And the deeper into Manipura that we breathe and hold this light, the more we pull it in and up to our third eye where that pineal gland codes light, light language, light information. The more of this becomes a part of our body, our mind, our intellect, our consciousness, our soul food. Let's rise back up today and flip this right foot around. And first we're going to just twist towards this leg, so reach our arms up, turning towards that right side. Bring this right hand back behind and sit up nice and tall and stretch our eyes. Once again, coming back to that breath pattern. Tongue to the roof of your mouth, sit up nice and tall. Pull that belly in as you pull everything up to the third eye, and then exhale, let it flop out with an om. Or I should say, let it flop out with your inhale. And keep that breath supported as you exhale. And fill up with the love of dog. As big as the stars, Sirius. The constellation Sirius. All right, let's release our hands up to the sky. Take a deep breath, super friends of mine. And as we exhale, twist to the other side. Move your neck around, your jaw, roll the eyes. Inviting our divine selves as we walk those hands out, back behind us, stretch our spine. Walking those hands around to the front. Find where that edge is as we approach that right thigh. And then bring ourselves forward. Folding over ourselves. Find where that edge is, and once again, find that breath. Inflate the belly, tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pull everything up. Engage the 3 root, belly, and neck locks. Gaze through that third eye and exhale into it with an om. Oh, nice and supported, and then inhale, belly flops. ourselves up. Bringing our hands around to the back side. And we're going to windshield wiper those knees side to side. Lifting, opening, releasing that spine. Fight or smile. And in peace. Coming back to center. Intermission before we do the other side. Taking a tabletop reverse. So pressing into our hands below our shoulders. Lift our hips up. Head falls back. Knees over our ankles. Gaze at that third eye. Press into our big toes in the center of our palms. Big smile. Find that breath. Drop our knees now to the right and our feet to the left. Sitting up nice and tall with our spine. Gracing those arms up to the sky. We're going to twist to the left side. Left hand back behind, right hand to that thigh. Stretch our eyes, find the breath. Visualize a nautilus shell inside of your body, holding that life force, that prana shakti as we inhale our arms up. Give thanks in samadhi. Twist to the left side, or excuse me, the right side, back behind our body. Spine straight and tall. Stretch your belly, shoulders, neck, eyes. Deep belly breath. Lock through belly, neck. Gaze at that third eye. And then exhale, supported ohms. Walking our hands out behind us. Deep stretch in our spine. Keep that breath cycle flowing. Tongue to the roof of our mouth. Belly expanding on the inhale. Pull everything in and up to that third eye. Exhale through the third eye. Cosmic tuned fork. Walking those hands around towards the front. Find where that edge is. Just lean towards that left side. Once again, find that breath cycle, super friends. Deep belly breath in through your nose. Gaze at the third eye. Visualize that serpentine prana shakti flowing into your body, building up in your belly. Pull it up, that center line, the prana tube, the Sushumna Nadi, up to that center brain stem, into that pineal pituitary gland zone. Exhale within. Oh. Breathing our way back up to seated windshield wiper, those knees side to side. Stretch back, all the way up your neck. And then let's come to center, extend those legs. We're going to take it into a fish pose. Gazing in and up at that third eye. Zip those mermaid tails together. Those Atlantean tails. We're going to come on to our forearms. Bringing those elbows down. Point our toes, lift our head up and back. Bring that crown to the ground. Heart and sternum lifting. Press into the earth with your upper arms and lift those hearts. Let's do a few rounds of that breath. Tongue to the roof of your mouth. Expand the belly. Engage the bandhas. Breathe into that belly, pull it up, suction cup into that third eye. And come on to our back sides now. Mini Shavasana. Just connect to the earth. And then bending our knees. Let's rock ourselves up. Bring ourselves around into a tabletop. Let's move our spine up and down, all around. Inhale. Drop the belly, lift our gaze, drishti. Feel that belly. Exhale, arch the spine, drop the crown, press into the ground, hips forward. Flowing with the breath. Let's make circles. You can take your knees wide. Circles with our hips, our shoulders, our spine. press back into a child's pose. Third eye to the ground. Let's breathe in and walk our hands over to the right side, stretching into that left side of our bodies. Walking our hands back through center and then up and over to the other side. Coming back into that prostration and play with that breath cycle. Intonation, resonation, galactivation on the other side. Bringing ourselves back through center, back into our tabletop. Cat, cow, move the spine. Notice what changes have taken place. And then from here, curl the toes, press into the ground, straighten our legs, distribute that weight back towards our heels, press into those hands, head falls through, reach the heels down one at a time, bending the opposite knee. Find that breath again. Gaze at that third eye. Tongue up, inflate the belly, relax, and then engage. Pull everything up, supported third eye, exhale. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Breathe our heart, lift it up. Exhale, fold. Let's take some twisting. So left hand down, left knee bends, right leg straightens, right arm lifts, turning our eyes, our gaze, drishti upward. Breathe in. Exhale and bring that hand down. Inhale, bend the left knee, lift the left hand, twisting to the other side. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, left arm up. Left hand down, bend those knees. Let's ragdoll roll up as we breathe in. Hands come out and up. Thank you. Up to the sky, giving thanks. Let's just stand in our victorious mudra. Just run the currents of victory and success, satisfaction, accomplishment. As this full moon approaches, begin in Libra and balance. And we feel its power blasting through us like a virgin mother, enveloping our whole world in its light, its support and buoyancy. Let's bring these hands back behind. The water's dropping so low now behind us. Feel how the moon is impacting our waters. Maybe your waters feel really low today. Let that be okay. Bring those feet together. Interlace those palms behind. Let's lift our chin up. Take that neck side to side. Find that breath. And releasing. Let's take those arms forward and back. Swing those shoulders. Let's take them all the way around. Big circles. One forward, one back. And the other way. Now we'll do them both the same direction, but one at a time. And now both the other direction, one at a time. And now back to center. Interlace those fingers, palms press up. Feet together. Let's lean to the right side. Stretching that left side. Inhaling back to center. Lean up and back. And switching the crossing of our fingers. Pull that breath in and up. And as we exhale, leaning to the left side. Leaning up and back. And hands into our hearts. Woo, Kundalini. Let's just shake those hips out a little bit. Imagine there's a serpent swimming up through the earth, up through our legs, and attuning us like a tuning fork today. Let's place our left hand on our heart center, right hand on our left. And as we bow, envision this serpent that's always been here, that always will be here, giving us a sense of belonging, of purpose, of intention, of clarity, of harmony, a calibration, that we are loved, that we are supported, In fact, let's say that as an affirmation. Please repeat after me. I am loved and supported by life. I'm loved and supported by life. I receive this magnetic force today. I receive this magnetic force today. I am connected to this sacred land. I'm connected to this sacred land. I belong here. I belong here. This life created me as a masterpiece. This life created me as a masterpiece. Let's inhale those arms out and up. Good job, super friends. Clap them together, lean back. And as we exhale, hand comes into our heart, left leg lifts and straightens forward. Let's float this foot forward, come up on those back tippy toes, breathe in and sink down. Arms reach up and bend into that front knee. Find our perfect place where we can bring that front leg parallel towards the ground. Reach those arms up, roll the shoulders back, lift, find that breath again. Let's bring our hands together and twist to the left, forward, hooking that elbow to the outside of this thigh, pressing, lifting our hearts. Deep breath in. Coming on back to center. Bring these hands down. Drop that knee down. Settling in. Take a deep breath here into our belly. Lock the belly, the root, the neck. Bring it up to the third eye. Breathing in, send those hips back, straighten that front leg, lift those toes up, nose to knee. Breathing in, bending that knee, heel toe. Let's just come into our pigeon. Keeping it rooted and grounded today. As we're entering in this full moon energy, let's walk our hands forward and play with that breath cycle again, super friends. Remembering to keep that tongue pressed up to the roof of your mouth and swallow, suction cupping as you pull and engage your energy centers. Visualize you're turning that inner lamp on. Rising all back up, swing this leg around. Tabletop again. Once again, cats and cows. Notice what's shifted. Press it to the ground. Lift those knees up.
Straighten those legs. Downward dog. Dog is down. If you want to shift forward and take a flow, you're welcome to come into plank pose and lower down. Choose knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, and peel up, lift your heart for cobra, and lower back down. As you exhale, curl your toes and press up into plank, and bring it back into downward dog, or just hang out there the whole time, or just be in tabletop. Breathing in, we're gonna look forward between our hands, and as we breathe out, walk those feet up. Lift our hearts, fold. Belly breath, reverse swan dive, rising, arms out and up, palms together, lean back. And then as we exhale, once again, taking that victorious stance. Victory is ours! Victory is ours! Super friends, Galactivate! We save the world again! In your mind's eye, just practice that feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction and appreciation and success. Did it! We won the World Series! Yay! We did it! We saved the world again! Yay! Bringing our hands to our heart. Just let that be enough. Bring our feet together. Let this moment just be enough. Without needing any more. Om Namah Shivaya. And then let's bring our hands to our hips. Make sure there's plenty of room in front of us. If you need to shake anything out here, wiggle around. Just notice how you're feeling and bring those feet together, grounding in through that left side. Let's inhale this right leg up and forward. And then bringing our arms up, let's float this foot forward, bending into that front knee and dropping on down. So find where that horizontal front thigh is with our knee over our ankle, and those tippy toes are curled on the ground. The back heel is up. And then just adjust, reach those arms up, drop in, square the hips and shoulders. Find that breath now. Breathe in for 4. Inflate the belly, pull everything up to that third eye. Belly breath, hands to our heart. Let's twist towards that right side. Shift our weight forward. Hook that elbow. Press, twist, and breathe. Coming on back to center. Drop the hands down. Drop that knee down. Heel toe that right foot over to the left side. Flex the foot, square our hips, lift our heart. And walking ourselves forward. Let's find our breath cycles again, super friends. Being mindful of your tongue placement, really pressing it up to the roof of your mouth. Suction cupping it up there, swallowing. Let your belly inflate on your inhale. Engage the Mahabandhas, the 3 energy locks. Hold the breath and exhale with the Om through the third eye. Om.
And walking our hands up. Swinging this leg around. Back to our tabletop. Move that spine up and down. And curl toes, lift our knees.
Press those legs back into a downward dog. Straighten those legs. Reach those heels down. And if you like to take a flow here, you're welcome to, or just stay in your downward dog.
Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower down, or at least just chin. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, lower, curl the toes. Inhale, press into the ground, rise. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward between our hands. Exhale, float up. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, folding. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive, arms out and up, palms together, lean back. And hands into your hearts. Notice how you feel. Om Namah Shivaya. Kundalini flowing. Let's shake everything out and twist. So give yourself enough room to twist and let your arms hit your body. Wow, what a beautiful day. Thank you today. All right. Let's give ourselves a little tapping on all our meridians. Just ground in the glory of today. Pull into our form. We deserve this day. This day was created for us. We receive it. Thank you. Yay, super friends. Galactivate. Just stay with me. Victory is ours. Let's bring our hands together and squat on down.
All my injuries are healing with miracle speed like Wolverine.
Beautiful. Health is wealth. And then let's come on down to the ground. Maybe you'd like to drink some water here before we bring it down. Or some black pearl tea. And filling up with the love of dog. We'll bring ourselves down to the ground, onto our backside. If you have a favorite sort of twist you'd like to go into, I invite you to give that to yourself right now. You can cross the right knee over the left. Extend this right arm up and back. Baby love. Amen. And coming all back through center, twisting the other way, so crossing the left knee over the right, or if there are any variations thereof, left arm and shoulder up and back to the left. Now back to center. If there's anything else you would like to give yourself, if you want to do any back bends or abs, or bridge pose or inversions, take a few breaths. When you're ready, we'll bring ourselves down onto our backside with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Line everything up. Arms and legs falling open away from the body. Once again, follow that breath cycle for one round. Breathe in through the nose, suction cup your tongue up. Expand your belly. At the top of the inhale, engage the root, the belly, the neck. Pull everything up to your third eye. That pineal pituitary gland in the middle of your brain. Imagine a big bright ball of light there, and exhale with an Om. Sigh out and just let go. Melt into the silence beyond the sounds, and we'll be back for our galactivation soon. As you breathe, vision the light as pure bliss just washing over you. Bathing you in a glow from the inside. As you breathe liquid molten light showering you. The more you soak up into your belly, your body takes that light, replicates it, amplifies it, sends it out into the space around you. As you breathe, the light is being copied in your genetic structure, replicated, multiplied. Serpents of light are swimming through you now, through your body, through your veins, gildifying you, strengthening you from within, empowering you, giving you a presence, purpose, and passion, and empowerment, a knowing, a sense of entitlement that this life was made for you and me. That what is within us today, this powerful presence, this is yoga, the prana, the shakti, the life force, the serpent, flowing within us, circulating, tuning all of our energy centers, left, right, and center, into the complete absolute resonance with well-being, with health, with vitality, with creativity, with joy and happiness, contentment, satisfaction, with love and loving kindness, with authentic expression, effulgence, effervescence, with charisma and charm and magnetism, with vision, presence, this essence now soaking into every fiber of our being, flooding us with the songs of the stars, the voices of the heavens and the cosmos, singing within us today, as the voice of the earth, the planet, oozing this song and dance of the cosmos. Allow this golden light to be sweetness coming out of our voice every day. Words like honey, nourishing those around us, making life sweeter and tastier, one breath at a time. Starting with this moment right now, the first moment of the best of our lives and the rest of our lives. So just inviting this now, this initiation, this attunement, this transformation, to the very depths of our DNA. Our telomeres gildifying today. Our whole inner energetic structure forming serpentine filaments of gilded light within us. Our aura just radiating this frequency subliminally at supersonic frequencies. Breathe this in into the space. Breathe it from the space. Soak it from our starlight. As we let that belly expand with our inhale, engage the root, Mula Bandha at the top. Pull that belly up and in, Uddiyana Bandha. Tuck that chin, pull it in, Jalanda Bandha, something like that. Look through that third eye, see that Om forming, and let it exude through your body with sound. Om. 2 more rounds like this, pulling that breath up and in. Long. Attuning these instruments. Super friends, Galactivate. Coming back into our bodies, our minds.